Collective, welcome aboard. And sorry, I just thought of something. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on here. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July, and I hope your weekend is going great. Welcome aboard, guys. Alright, I'm going to use my Moth to a Flame Oracle. I'm still waiting on approval, so, it's the weekend, so it may not be till next week. Well, this week coming up. Alright, but let's see what's going on. What's going on with the energy? And I'm going to use my very first tarot deck that I made that I haven't used in like forever. It's my Intergalactic Tarot Plus Oracle. So, we'll see what's going on. Alright. Alright, let's get it. We have mirroring. Okay. And I heard love and light, but there's something you're mirroring to someone. Someone is seeing themselves in a different way as well, is what I'm getting. So there's something you're reflecting back to somebody here. Let's see what this is about. It could be your light or your shadow, or a little bit of both. Yeah, Earth Angel, a healing embrace. Okay. Well, this is good. So, yeah, so you may be seeing someone that is also an Earth Angel, has healing energy. Something is being mirrored here. Is this good? Ooh, somebody was making deals with the devil. Okay, so somebody is understanding something. So we have light and shadow. So somebody here may have been connecting to someone in their shadow, somebody that brings out the dark, the shadow in them. And you bring out the light, the healing in someone here. Okay, so somebody made a deal with the devil here. Could be a karmic energy, somebody low vibrational, somebody that doesn't understand their worth, somebody with self-limiting beliefs. This could be empath, narcissistic paradigm, or just someone that is not right for this person. I feel like there's a lesson being learned there. Yeah. Breaking through self-limiting conscious patterns. Wow. So you are reflecting something back to someone, and they're understanding. They're having a breakthrough. Okay. They're breaking through any self-limiting beliefs. And like I said, somebody had self-limiting beliefs, and they could have dated somebody in that same energy. But you are mirroring their higher self. So naturally, everything that they thought they knew is kind of, they're having like a tower moment, right? So breakthrough, expanding their consciousness, understanding things, perceiving things in a higher, much higher sense now. It's like seeing through the fog, lifting of the veil, and understanding that there are connections in their life that weren't for their highest good, but you are. Okay, so this is really, really good. So somebody's seeing something for what it is, whether it's relationships of all types, families, friends, co-workers, career opportunities, love relationships, anything like that. Anyone around them that is in this energy, like they're starting to understand because they met someone like you. So you're reflecting healing, a higher consciousness, a different perspective. And they're seeing this within themselves. It's almost like meeting you just freed this person from becoming their own demise energy. This is really good. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, choppy waters, hidden intentions. So there was something they couldn't see. Okay, there was a lot of, with making deals with the devil, there was a lot of choppy waters, drama perhaps, intentions that they didn't see coming with people that were in this energy. Okay, so they're starting to see that somebody may have hidden intentions here. Okay, and I feel like you guys, like, you're, with mirroring being the first card, it just feels like either somebody's doing that for you, or this is what you're doing for someone, without meaning to do it. It's just by being you, expressing yourself, and bringing a higher perspective. Okay, what's behind that? Yeah, misunderstood. Somebody must have, y'all also, I feel like somebody, yeah, exactly. Somebody misunderstood a situation, a person. Maybe they thought this person was genuine, and they actually had hidden intentions, and we have revenge mode. Okay? So, yeah, and somebody wants to be drama free. They're walking away from the drama. Somebody here that is connected to more of a shadow aspect of themselves, with making deals with the devil, wants some sort of revenge. Okay, they have hidden intentions. And somebody here misunderstood this person for being a good person. Okay? And this could be you or them. You take that how it resonates. This person could actually be, again, I'm getting the fire here. They're being like, going through this dark night of the soul, but also this rebirth, this phoenix rising energy. This could be someone that is in the world, not of it, connected to, like, this is a cosmic soul being kind of energy. Whoever, an earth angel, a light worker, someone alike that is in your energy here. Okay? And we have discipline. And again, this could be you seeing things for what they are, people for who they are, and something was mirrored to you to be the catalyst to awaken you, and now you're drama free, and somebody's in revenge mode when it comes to you. Okay? And it's like misunderstood, like, my bad, I mistook you for someone nice. Let me walk away then. I don't want your drama. Okay? And you're very disciplined on your path. And there's a catfish here, not who they appear to be, with vibrational match. Unsure of someone or something. Okay, so again, for some of you, there's somebody going through this and you're mirroring their higher self, and they weren't sure if you were just going to be like a catfish, someone who isn't who they appear to be, with unsure of someone or something, but this is actually a vibrational match. So there's somebody here that may be looking at you online. So this may be a crush, because I feel like this person doesn't know you. Okay? Also, for some of you, you may have somebody that's trying to mirror you, that's actually a catfish, and they're going to try to mirror, like, they're a vibrational match to you, and you're going to be unsure of this person. This could be somebody from the past with reminisce, because it says, who's going to stop you now? You're long gone, right? Yeah, exactly. Let's take a leap of faith together with hot mess. So whoever this is, there's another person here trying to mirror your energy. Okay, but this is someone, and it's somebody from the past, because we have revenge mode, and they have hidden intentions. So there's a few ways to see this. Okay. I do feel like there's a genuine person here that is, you're mirroring their higher self, but there's also a low vibrational energy as well from the past that wants revenge. I guess because you moved on, you walked away because you're drama free, right? And they may be trying to mirror you by learning from you, watching you online, and trying to portray this, oh, I've gone through this, I see things for what they are. In the meantime, they're just copy pasting energy. They're not actually embodying the change that you have. They're just copy pasting words. So when they're in your energy, they're going to try to mirror your energy and talk about things that they already know you you embody because of the way you're expressing yourself. So you may be expressing yourself online about your, your spiritual path, and what you've learned, and you may be somebody that speaks your truth, and you put it out there to to help anyone that is going through the struggle. Maybe you talk about karmic relationships, or the fact that sometimes you gotta cut certain people off if they're not helping you grow. Whatever this is, somebody's like taking notes energy and is going to try to use it against you. It's somebody that you know from the past, but they're not who they appear to be. They're not a vibrational match. They're just trying to match your energy because they're in revenge mode. This could be someone you haven't seen in a long time, so they're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to show up to the collective. It's been a long time, so they don't know I'm still shady. I'm just going to pretend that I'm on her level or on his level now, because they've been secretly watching you this whole time and learning from you, but they're not actually going through the change. They're using it to their advantage. They think they're going to use it to their advantage, but obviously if you've done the healing work and you've ascended, you're going to see right through this person because you're more connected to your intuition and your spiritual gifts. So, and you're going to get signs and synchronicities because you're also going to be protected by spirit, because you follow spirit, because you are, connected to your spirit guides and your guardian angels, and that's who you look towards for answers. So this person is trying to be sneaky, but they're actually in revenge mode. So they're going to play nice in your face with a hidden intention. Okay? So that's one energy I see here. The other energy is just be careful with any new person that tries to do that as well. But I'm also seeing there's somebody here where you're mirroring their higher self. So I want to talk more about that person because they could be going through something similar. That you already went through with someone. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Phoenix rising, yes, with mirroring. So someone definitely is having a Phoenix rising here. So somebody's having a breakthrough because they met you or somehow ran across your platform, your page, wherever you express yourself. Or, you had a conversation with someone and it just blew this person's mind. You got this person, going through a Phoenix rising. 32 could be significant. Exactly. It's adding up to 5. So definitely there's change here. Earth angel. Yeah, discover your life purpose. Okay. So someone is here awakening to who they are. Okay, they may be discovering, am I an earth angel? Am I a light worker? Okay, and they're coming into their life purpose, heading into their north node energy. 29 could be significant. This is number 11. It's like the vault is opening up. Something's opening up. They're aligning to some form of symphony here. This person is playing the violin. Okay, somebody here could play the violin. Doesn't have to be. February 9th could be significant. March 2nd could be significant. 29th of any month could be significant. Making deals with the devil. Yeah, would say what you mean. With number 18. I feel like you said what you mean and you walked away from someone. And now if this person that's healing and ascending is in a situation like that, they're walking away from someone. 18 adding up to 9. Yeah, that's a closing of a cycle coming up. So they're going to say what they mean here. Mean what they say when it comes to someone here. Okay? Because they could be the ones that have someone in revenge mode trying to mirror their energy. So, take that how it resonates. We have procrastination with breakthrough, self-limiting conscious patterns. Number 8. Okay, what I'm getting with this, procrastination, somebody may be seeing that, okay, when you are going through a breakthrough like this, with, from self-limiting beliefs and breaking through conscious patterns, there may be a time of shifting and stagnation. And to other people, it may look like procrastination, but there's a lot going on within. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. Okay, so, we have a cat here. Somebody is not understanding that someone here is coming into their intuition, into their own. Okay, it's like we don't understand. Cats astral travel, but we don't understand what they're experiencing, right? We're just looking at it from, you know, outside. The cat's going through, who knows what the hell they're going through within, okay? They're very connected to the spirit realm, right? So it may look like they're just laying around, chasing lizards or whatever the hell they do. And so it may come across as procrastination, but there's something else happening. Okay? And there needs to be a moment of taking time for yourself, maybe even someone feeling more tired than usual, taking more rest than usual, or meditating more than usual, or starting meditation. Okay? So not so focused on work per se. Okay? Because there are things shifting and changing within. So it also, if somebody is tired, they may procrastinate a little bit more. This may be you or them, or this may be something you went through, and somebody here is going through the same thing. And it's because there's ascension here. There's a shift, and that's going to create a lot of change in the way we see things, in the way we do things. So there may be a level of procrastination, absolutely. But things will come back into alignment in a better way, a different way, where, someone might take up an entire different career path altogether because we're aligning to the life purpose. Okay? Phoenix rising, discover your life purpose, say what you mean, and procrastination. Yeah. We have a sellout in the energy, selling out, number one. And that's whoever is making deals with the devil here, that somebody's walking away from or needs to walk away from, would say what you mean and close out something. Okay, because there's somebody here that's clearly not healing. They're here, like, maybe even to just be the catalyst. All right, anytime you get initiated, there's always some sort of challenge. Okay, so spiritual warfare is a challenge. Meeting someone that's the catalyst in your life is a challenge. Anytime you're going to be initiated, you're going to go through something right before it. And I feel like this is what's happening. Okay? Because you can't learn when everything is just cool, comfy. You wouldn't learn anything. So, Spirit has to make someone uncomfortable before they can get comfortable again. It comes in waves. Okay, so let's get some tarot. See what's going on here. Earth Angel, bringer of light with the Six of Wands. Yeah. Victory, admiration, popularity. Okay. Being a beacon of light, and you see how that person is like taking center stage energy. Alright, Phoenix rising. Yeah, justice. So you may have a soul contract with someone here. Okay. And again, you see how we're going up the stairs? We're rising. Okay. And justice will be served here. There's a new soul contract. The heart is being weighed here, energy. So someone is being initiated, essentially, is what I'm seeing here. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. We have Libra energy, Taurus energy. Okay. And again, if somebody was like religious, they're starting to understand that you don't need a middleman to God. God lives within. Okay. Some people have this misconception that if you're spiritual, you're not connected to God. I don't know where that comes from. That being religious is the only way to God. No. Like I said, you do not need a middleman to the Most High God. He lives within. He is your creator. He made you in his likeness. There was no middleman when he made you. Okay? That's a human concept. And somebody here could be breaking through those patterns. Healing their self-limiting beliefs handed down through traditions. Okay? Passed down through traditions. Spirituality teaches you how to walk your own path and ask the hard questions and break through any patterns that are, built by man, so to speak, right? To keep you locked in some sort of mental prison and seeing things from only one perspective. Okay, this is your own personal journey. You were born here alone. You will die alone. And like, you are meant to walk this path with your own mindset, standing in your own power, not giving your power away to someone that's telling you this is how you should live your life. No, you're discovering for yourself. Okay? So be careful with people that try to paint the pretty picture and say this is the way, when it involves you giving your power away, or the way you think away, for the way you think for yourself. Spiritual path is about thinking for yourself. It's not an easy journey, but it's very much connected to the Most High. Absolutely. Trusting your own intuition. If something feels off when you're talking to somebody and it's like too compartmentalized, too boxed in, too like, I don't know, then that ain't it. Okay? A belief should not confine you to one way of being. That's brainwashing. That's like cult-like energy. Spirituality is not a cult. So just be careful. Because somebody, I'm heavy, somebody might have been going through this where people were in their face saying, no, you shouldn't do this. It's like this, and this is the way. Because, you have like 5, 7 people in the room that are all believing the same thing, and this person felt like the oddball, but something feels off about that belief. And it's like people trying to like get you into this, making deals with the devil energy, calling it false light energy is heavy what I'm feeling here. Calling it light when it ain't. Careful what God you're praising. I'm heavy feeling that energy here. It's that kind of energy. It feels very cultish. Ugh. And somebody's seeing things for themselves. But it took meeting somebody like you to like reflect this back to them. It's like, whoa. Now I'm understanding like why this always felt off. Ooh, I heard something about the Book of Shadows. Who's messing with the Book of Shadows? Oh no. I'm not. And there's a book here. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there because I know it's gonna piss a lot of people off. I'm not gonna go there. So I'm gonna say, if you know, you know. Okay? Some people live by the Bible, swear by the Bible, but there's been many scriptures outside of the Bible, and certain things are manipulated by men. Yes, there are truths to it. I'm not opposing or denying it, but you just gotta be careful. Sometimes things are there to program you in a specific manner. to keep you in check, to keep you from seeing who you really are, to keep you away from your own personal power. You gotta be careful. And we have justice right next to this. Okay? And we live in times of good or bad karma, absolutely. We live in times of judgment. And anybody that's trying to force an agenda, something is going to be judged here. If somebody is forcing an agenda, let's say to benefit their own lifestyle and to keep people in a mental imprisonment, they're going to be judged, and they're the ones always talking about you being judged for not being in the church energy or whatever. You got to be careful who you're praising. I didn't know we were going to get into this, but something is being judged here, weighed. Their true intentions are being weighed here, because some of these people, I'm not saying everybody, but some of these people are not of pure heart and intention. Okay, that's clear here. So be careful who you praise and who you go to for advice, because I'm feeling this heavy for somebody. All right, say what you mean. 4 Wands. Yeah, somebody may be in a relationship here with a karmic, and they need to say what they mean to this person and walk away. Somebody's going through, but there's procrastination because there's a thing shifting within this person's psyche, their consciousness. So they're going to get the power to say what they need to say. I can't make it up. There's the power to say what they need to say. Ace of Swords. Initiation energy. They're being initiated. But they had to go through something. They had to be resilient. They had to have this breakthrough. So they needed to kind of run across you, even though they're not with you yet, because they were with somebody here that was also mirroring something. So there's somebody that mirrors their shadow, and you mirror their light. Their lower self, higher self. And this is a test. And this is an initiation they're going through. And they're going to be initiated. Why? Because they're actually having that breakthrough for themselves. Okay? This is not something you spoon-fed somebody. This is somebody you stumble upon, and whatever you were talking about was what resonated with this person's soul. Because we're talking about earth angels, light workers. Light workers aren't here to follow. They're here to lead. And they're not here to follow false prophets or, people that, you know what I mean. They're not here to be mentally imprisoned. They're here to free the mental imprisonment of others. Clearly. Breaking through self-limiting conscious patterns. Clear as day. Okay? The Emperor. Yes. Look at that. Okay, coming into their own. There's a faceless energy here. And you know why I'm getting faceless energy here? And there's a tree of life with a third eye here. And protection here. 2 of Swords energy. Opening. Growing. Healing. Lineage. Getting back connected to their own lineage. Being a generational curse breaker. And the reason I'm seeing, like, look, we have gold hands here around this person's neck, is because somebody's been absent from their own power. And they're coming into that now. So somebody's definitely being initiated here. And it was almost like for you, it's like whoever comes into this power is the person that you're going to be connected to. It's going to be your person. Because maybe somebody else did not come into their own power. So for some of you, if your twin didn't come into your own power, you're going to meet a higher level soulmate. For some of you, this is your twin finally coming into their power. So, take it how it resonates. A divine counterpart, basically. Because there is a contract here. A soul contract. I can't make it up. 5 of Swords. With the Hierophant. And what did I say? There could be 5 or 7 people in the same room trying to get this person to come into some sort of cultish like energy. Whether it's religion or some other weird shit. I don't know. But 5 of Swords energy. That's not the right energy. And what did I say here? These people's hearts are being weighed. They're not of pure heart and intention with the 5 of Swords here. And they will go through judgment. Can't make it up. Okay? For whoever those people are, well, you know, it's between them and the Most High God now. These people could be losing whatever they've been taking from others to keep up some sort of lifestyle or appearance. Yeah. If they were false with it, that's what's going to happen. If they were true with it, well, you know, and they're just brainwashed by others, you know, then their heart will be weighed. God is going to be the one that knows if they're pure heart and intention. And they're going to be judged by that. Okay? Look at this bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. It's not looking pretty. Lies and deception. Lies and deception. Ooh-wee. 4 of Wands, the Fool. Somebody's going to take a leap of faith. They may feel foolish for giving somebody a chance here, but they're going to say what they say, and they're going to quantum leap into a different energy. Okay? Is what I'm getting here. And I see a portal here. It's like coming through a portal where there's unconditional love. Okay, but getting through choppy waters to be able to get there. And, you know, greener pastures energy. It's like there's a whole new world this person is going to come into because their mind is shifting. Mind shift. Ace of Swords, the Star. Yes. Raising their vibration. Healing. Okay. Meditating. Getting downloads. Okay. This person is like floating. Their consciousness is levitating. Energy. Written in the stars. Something is written in the stars here. Somebody just had to come. It was always meant to be seen, absorbed, right? The downloads. But somebody had to free their mind so that they can get these downloads. So now that it's like the crown chakra is open. Now somebody's getting a bunch of information, downloads. They're being initiated, enlightened. The Fool with the Star. There's going to be a lot of haters. I see the spiritual warfare right here next to this Emperor. Why? Because they're raising their vibration. They're shining. And it's like being reborn with the Fool, starting anew. And there's some serious haters here. Because, you know, they will defend what they believe is right. To the death energy. Defending a belief that they don't even know where it began or where it comes from. It's just like their mindset was programmed to believe in it, and that's so they go up against anyone that is against that particular mindset. So they're going through some sort of spiritual warfare here. So they're going to start, you know, this person may be breaking out of certain groups, certain people they thought they knew, but they weren't who they appeared to be. So this Emperor's coming into their power. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Okay, I'm getting quantum leap with Justice and the Emperor. And this whole, the Fool, the portal, the Star. Somebody is definitely coming into a different timeline. Yes. Queen of Swords, 5 of Swords. I'm telling you, these people would fight to the death with the way they think. And some of you, this is you like Earth Angel energy. Your words can dismantle. Your words are dismantling things that other people or trying to overpower, gain some sort of dominion and control over. You're like the is given warrior, like you look like it's like no, like you don't even have to see these people, you intuit it, you speak on it, and people are hating on you for what you're saying. They're triggered by it, of course, because these are people that have a limited mindset. You're actually here to heal, right? The truth hurts, or the truth will piss you off, but it shall set you free. You're here to set them free consciously. And people are some people are just not getting it. They're trying to defend their beliefs to the death energy. I mean, they can, it's their free will. They can do whatever they want. And I don't think it's like, you may get into like conversations and people are just triggered by it. Because you stand strong in what you believe and in what you speak of. Okay? That's what I'm saying. And, you know, if this person was talking to anybody in this energy with the Five of Swords, the Hierophant, that was trying to get them in this cult type of energy, even if they don't know that's what they're doing, that's what it feels like, they're hating on you because you speak your truth. So if these people saw like your post or your social media, if they showed them this, like they were like, completely triggered and trying to sway this person away from you. But this person is coming into their purpose, so it's not going to work because they're vibing with your vibe. There's a soul connection here. Ten of Swords. Betrayal. Okay, with the Fool. Yeah, definitely this person feels like a fool for being in connection with certain people here. And what do? Betrayal. So tell me, are these beliefs really putting these people in their true pure of heart and intention? No. With the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords, how is that pure of heart and intention? What do we have here? Making deals with the devil. But making it look like light? That's false light. You're given like, I heard the diminisher, the Terminator kind of energy. You or whoever is like, you see as wise, okay? Someone definitely a warrior energy. Because, I mean, you got a Five of Swords coming at you. But you see what you have here? You got spirit behind you. You got two wolves here. And then you got a man down. Okay? These people being real defensive with this shit. And you're over here in your power and your strength. Like, excuse me? And you got spirit team. You got a bird on someone's ass here too. A raven, a crow. And you got somebody's head here. Somebody's shield. Or their fake ass persona, whatever that is. And these people are feeling a little like, whoa, they got to defend themselves here. But, you know, two people already broke out, left their swords behind. One is man down up in here. I'm not saying you're out here assassinating a motherfucker, but your words, yeah, are like, all right, you know, it's kind of like mercy energy. Okay, this is like in your fucking strength. Prepared for the battle. Like, I've done this before. These people are like kind of cowardly looking. You know, the people that make mistakes because they don't quite understand something and then they end up regretting it because they end up getting pretty bad karma and judgment for it. But they act a fool. It's like prematurely going after someone that they don't understand why they're even here or who they're connected to. So they better be careful. So all I'm saying is if somebody were really connected to the Most High right there with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords energy, they wouldn't need to be in this fear mode. They fear what they don't understand energy. And they wouldn't be in this combative, jealous, win at all cost energy. That's not a pure heart and intention. That's just brainwashing. I'm gonna be real honest with it, because that's what I'm seeing. Seven of Swords. I mean, All right, the Star. Yes, past life purpose, path memories, and connections. This person is definitely getting back, aligning with who they are. There's a pyramid there. So this is an ancient soul energy here. So this is, this Emperor goes way back. Wheel of Fortune. This is a time traveler. You guys are time travelers. Why? Because time is an illusion and your soul has been here before. So this is reincarnation after reincarnation after reincarnation. It's like getting back to self energy. So definitely there is some sort of quantum leap. And when your mind is blocked, right, by human exposure. When your mind is blocked by the ways of the world, right? Because, they needed to build this matrix, right? To create some sort of structure and, to be in some sort of power and dominion and, would giving you half truths. And just it's like fake world energy. You know what I mean? It's like not letting things just be what they actually are, connected to all that is. They had to create this imprint within what didn't need to be touched in that particular manner. I understand that there needs to be laws and rules and regulations to follow because, people can be unpredictable or whatever, but like there wouldn't be so much toxic mindsets if people didn't want to take over your power so that they can live their best life. That's like, it's basically, it's not just false light, but it's like taking your energy away from you, your power, but people handing it over, because some people are very vulnerable. They're easy to sway, manipulate. And if they're, and it keeps you in this state of depression. You notice they keep you so busy where you don't have time to think for yourself and be in this energy of healing and ascension. Okay? Everything has been structured to keep you away from yourself. And, if you feel me, you feel me. I'm not going to go deep into that because I already know I triggered some people here. So, but, it's hard to see past a specific belief when people have not gone off the beaten path for themselves. So, maybe one day they'll figure it out. And maybe they won't. Alright, so Seven of Swords, absent, nostalgic, withdrawn. Yeah, there's definitely someone here. Yeah, sadness, grief, and depression. I can't make it up, man. That's what happens when people are in this energy. Think about it, right? If you're in the energy of sadness, grief, depression, if you find yourself taking pharmaceutical drugs to beat sadness, grief, and depression, which creates illnesses in the body, which leads to other pharmaceutical drugs, alcohol, excess of weed. Weed can also be toxic. Everything should be in moderation. Then, like I said before, the liver gets toxic, and it affects the mindset, and it keeps you in this energy of always losing, being stuck, being left stuck in a vicious cycle you can't break free of. And I mean, with the Seven of Swords and deception, you lie and deceive because this is what you grew up knowing or learning. And nothing here is of pure heart and intention in this energy. It keeps you looping the past over and over and over again. Like, like a stuck, outdated belief system and mindset. It doesn't allow you to evolve or grow or be happy. When you have a breakthrough, a conscious pattern breakthrough, and you ascend and enlighten, you're a much happier person. You're drama free. You're healing with the star, whatever keeps you in this loop of sadness, grief, and depression. I mean, clearly, we're playing something from the past that's keeping someone in this energy. Okay? And some people, because of what they went through, they project this very energy in their future, in today, and over and over and over. Or they keep repeating the same patterns with different people in the same energy, you know, with whatever happened to them in the past. I see children down here, so this could be something that happened in childhood, you know, and there's the tower. And they will continue to have these tower moments. Nothing works. Four of Cups and missing opportunities. You know, it's almost like when something of pure heart and intention shows up in their life, they're too busy in their mental imprisonment and their toxicity that they cannot even see it. So guess what? They miss the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to get into their heart space because they're disconnected from it entirely. Yeah. So for some of you, you met someone in the past, like I said before, that was supposed to be this emperor. And they just did not get the lesson. They missed the opportunity. That's the person in revenge mode. And they're having towers in their life. So for somebody here, you triggered something here because they had deep-rooted beliefs that they were going to fight to the death. You know, energy, kind of. And there might have been other people in their life that were like this. And, you know, yeah, Seven of Cups. Okay, this person could have chose someone else. Page of Swords, still watching. Yeah, you broke free of this. See, you learned. I feel like this person's steady watching you. You're like in this moon. And they're steady watching because they felt that connection. Okay? We have enlightened, connected to a higher realm. Okay? Tapped in. Tapped into source. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, astral projection, travel, and visitations. You're working with the Most High. That's what I'm seeing here. You're connected to mystical realms. We got a dragon here. Yeah, you have people in your corner here. Five of Wands. Fighting the battles you can't see. Strength. With music, vibration, frequencies, atonement. Yeah, Seven of Wands. You could have blocked this person. This could have been a King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you were loyal, empathic, giving, and romantic. And we got Five of Cups here. Okay? You know? Somebody just did not learn. You would just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just came into your own. So you met someone that was the catalyst for you as well. Now, I want to get into this other person. Okay. Let's see. Who's here with the Fool? Two of Swords. Yeah. Somebody being initiated. I feel like that's this person here. It says spiritual, dragon's breath, spiritual initiation, ascension to spiritual and mystical heights, purification. Okay, so somebody is definitely going through a change, a transformation. Okay, understanding a different truth. Yeah, Four Swords. In the world, not of it. This person is outside of the world. Okay, somebody's definitely meditating because we have this twice. Um, Nine of Cups. Yeah, going through some sort of heartbreak. Okay, I feel like this is somebody that sees you as wish fulfillment, but they're healing from something. Yeah, it's time for a magical moment. A lot of dragons here. A lot of mystical realm energy. You know, I I have to say it like I'm seeing the dragons here as source. I mean, he would be the mystical creature, right? I keep seeing it like that. I mean, God could take on many forms, and it's really given that dragon energy. I mean, he is the ultimate shapeshifter. Yeah, the hermit. It's time for a magical moment. Somebody knows they're healing and they're ascending. Okay? It's like they're understanding their own magic within. This person is going within a lot. Yeah, the magician. Wow. This person definitely. Six of Wands. Yeah, they're gonna have victory. Yeah, the Death card. Heavy transformation. The world. Okay. Wow. They are manifesting an ending here. Uh, yeah. Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's the Matrix. Oppression, limited beliefs, cannot see past the veil, entrapment. Surrender, loyalty, and change. Okay? I see a cello here. Yeah, this person definitely is, they still got a little ways to go, but they're closing out a cycle here. Okay? Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles. This person, either they're going to be working on their finances here because they're giving something up, or, there's always a shift in career when you ascend as well, or, doing things differently. But the creativity is definitely sparked. And of course, aligning and being initiated, you will always be on an abundant path. So anything this person does from this moment on, after this chapter closes, is going to turn to gold. Um, but this is someone that may still need to rebuild their confidence because they went through a lot with the Nine of Wands. Okay, with somebody here. I mean, we do have the Ten of Swords. And they're going to surrender. Yeah, Page of Wands. They're going to go off on an adventure. Surrender, loyalty, change. Towards the High Priestess. And then following their intuition as well. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Yeah, this person, this could be you also, but this person could be like, they don't want to talk to anyone right now. There's like hands on the window and stuff. It's like, nah, man, I'm good. Okay, they could suffer from anxiety. Yeah, Knight of Cups. They may have a little anxiety when it comes to coming towards you. And definitely, this person, if there's a unicorn here, this person is of pure heart and intention. Yeah, Eight of Swords. With the Three of Pentacles. They're definitely in their head. But it's like they're breaking through conscious patterns. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. They're reflecting on this pain and deception that they went through here with somebody that they collaborated with. They felt like stuck there. And this is definitely someone of pure heart and intention. Okay. I want to know more about this person because, yeah, remembering who you are. Exactly. You see that crown? They're being initiated. Because they're remembering who the fuck they are. Thanks to you. Running across you somehow. Alright. Tell me more about this person. What is their sign or something? Yeah, the truth is out. Remembering who they are. And we have the Ace of Swords. This person had an awakening, absolutely. And they learned some truth about this betrayal. And making deals with the devil. There was some sort of, this could have been a work contract. Oh, yeah. I told you there was something cultish. Warlock, witch. Yeah, their freaking spirit was in jail. Why? Because they were giving their power to something they didn't know or understood. And now they understand it. Okay? The truth is out. Desiring you. Okay? And yeah, they've been released. They had an awakening. That's another thing, man. Some of these cults be making other people like you and this person look like witches and warlocks when they're really the witch and the warlock. And I'm talking about bad witch, bad warlock energy. Using their gifts for malice, which are being taken away clearly with justice being here. Not pure heart and intention. Making deals with the devil, calling it angel energy. We have you deserve better. Aries. They could have been with an Aries, or they could be an Aries. You could be an Aries, but I feel like they were with an Aries or they're an Aries. Okay, you deserve better. The truth is out. Wow. So they understand whoever that person is. Child's play, yeah, exactly. These tricks are for kids energy, you know? They see somebody as childish. Somebody was just like, I just feel like maybe they were dating somebody young, immature. Just like their mindset is in the wrong place. Whoever they were with. Yeah, exposed. And guess what they did? They hexed themselves. And their lies, their deception, that Ten of Swords energy was exposed. The truth came out. And they hexed themselves. Messing with the wrong ones. Your ancient soul's energy. People that mess with you, the buck stops with you and this person. Anybody that's a light worker here. That's when they met up with the wrong ones. So that's a lesson. On all sides. Yeah. Karma is hitting that ass. Oh Lord. What's behind that? Yeah, because you have a divine counterpart here. You're connected to the divine. Yeah. Compatible personalities. And they were with someone that was a hot mess. Or people surrounded by people that were a hot mess, going viral. So that person, I don't know, so they're going viral for being a hot mess. We have Virgo here, got caught watching you. Oh Lord. Secrets. It's given secret society with whoever that group is. Whether it was a friend Virgo that caught this person watching you, or it was the person they were with, whoever that is. Yeah, breakup. Break up. Yeah, ancestors are watching, hating on your glow up. Ancestors are watching. Okay, yeah, because this person is remembering who they are. And these people are hating on this person's glow up because why? They cannot manipulate them anymore. They cannot compartmentalize their mind anymore. They can't keep them in this cultish environment with making deals with the devil energy. They hex themselves for going up against this person with that Ten of Swords. Ah, my goodness. Alright, let's see what this person has to say. I haven't used this deck in a while, but I find it fitting. Okay, Dawn of a New Day, Uncharted Waters, Oracle. Alright, what would this person like to say to the collective? When we come together, it's for the long haul. Okay? If I could go back and do right by you sooner, I surely would. Okay, but they couldn't, clearly, because they didn't see this for what it was, and they were in a situation. Okay, I feel like this person wishes they could have met you before they even met this person or these people. I love your style. Okay. You're right up this person's alley. They love the way you carry yourself, your style. You are and will always be my destination. Okay? Like it says, once you get together, it's for the long haul. And they're not going to want anyone else. Because they realize you're their person. Like, you're it. I can't wait to make up for all this time apart. Okay? And again, whether you've had time apart and you met this person before and they just weren't in the right energy, or this is a crush that you briefly met or ran across online, however that works. But there's been time apart, meaning from this spiritual soul connection. And it's like you're going to make up for all this lost time. You guys were having your own personal journeys this lifetime. So, you know. But now it's coming into alignment. Coming full circle. It's extremely difficult to stay disciplined and not want to run to you. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Hard lesson at hand. It's like a curse I can't escape. Yeah. And these witches, warlocks energy, yeah, with making deals with the devil. It's like hard to escape these types of people. It's like they get you Once they get you wrapped up in some sort of deception here, clearly, and you can't see it for what it is for a while, it's like you're like stuck in the dungeon kind of energy, wondering how you're going to escape this. But this is somebody destined and determined and resilient, courageous enough to escape this. And that's exactly what they're doing. And that's through ascending. How can I walk away from the most beautiful thing I have encountered in this life? Yeah. I will reach out to you, but I'm a bit nervous. And yes, I do see that this person is nervous. I want to savor the moment of getting to know you. Okay. And I can be stubborn sometimes and rebellious when I don't want to face my truth. And, maybe this person was in denial a little bit when they were in the situation here. And this connection is like puppy love on steroids. Okay. And we have ego turned into fear, into pride, and into anxiety. I didn't know how to get out of my own way. And that was when they had a self-limiting, mindset, mental imprisonment. Yeah, it's time to show face. Okay. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know in the comments if anybody resonates. I wish you guys the best. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.